to the deepest secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down, see me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you. All right, now listen, before we get too far in this video, you know exactly what you need to do. Make sure you drop a like, and let's get this video to at least 1,000 likes. That'll definitely push the videos to the recommended. And furthermore, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. I'm by far the hardest working YouTuber in 2K community, and hopefully you can appreciate that 9 a.m. daily upload, and you can show that appreciation by dropping a like and subscribing, all right? Now, today what we're gonna be talking about is the one, the only, Jayson Tatum. As you know, he has been on a complete tear right now. Him along with the whole Boston Celtics team. They went from being a cellar dweller in the beginning of the year, people were just really scratching their heads, to now they are really contending. And some people are actually saying that, hey, they are the best team in the East right now. And of course, it's all because of the way Jayson Tatum's been going crazy these past couple weeks. I mean, it seems like every time I look up, the man got 30+ points, all right? Now you see his name, he's a two-way scoring machine. One of the few on the game that is actually a true two-way defender. We think about true two-way defenders, you're talking about people like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, who else we can think of? Oh, Jimmy Butler. These are two-way, literally they're known for their defense. They play both sides of the ball. Chris Paul is another one, obviously. So again, it's gonna be hard. We're not gonna be able to make him a two-way scoring machine. You know, I mean, it's pretty obvious. When we look at his attributes, what really stands out about him is that he has an 88 driving dunk, so he does get contact dunks, all right? But only has a 50 standing, which I think is kind of a head scratcher. And then of course his close shot's only an 80. So he doesn't even have a high close shot. So that means, like, I guess he doesn't finish that well around the basket. I don't know, like, this is kind of crazy to think about, but he only has an 80 close shot. But then his mid-range and three-point shots, they're pretty above average. When it comes here, and that's where we get the two ways, where this we get the scoring machine at, because he does have an 84 mid-range shot along with, and where you at, 85 driving layup. So then of course, what's gonna make it a scoring machine is because his playmaking. So we're gonna look at his post control and post fade. They're not really that high. I thought he would have a higher one because, you know, he does shoot a lot of fades in the post, but it's not that high. And of course, the pass accuracy is only a 74. So that's the reason why you'll get scoring machine and you don't get offensive threat or anything of that nature. But his ball handles an 86. And then of course, speed with balls only a 79. And then defensively, you're gonna see an 89 perimeter defense, which is just unheard of. He's still just 23 years old. My nephews and nieces, he's still young, 77 interior, which is really good. Only a 42 steal, 57 block, 42 offensive rebound, and a strong 78 defensive rebound for a small forward. And then everything else is pretty much self-explanatory, only a 79 speed. He's not known for the explosiveness, only an 82 vert. And then we look at the badges. Again, silver badges here for finishing, all right? But we all know the bread and butter for him is going to be the shooting, catch and shoot, chef, dead-eye, difficult shots. See, he has fade ace. And again, we all know he shoots a fade, but he only has a 68 fade. So again, that's kind of questionable. But, and then of course, limitless spot up gold, green machine gold, mismatch expert. You see all these gold badges, like, it's pretty extraordinary. And then of course, the playmaking, you get the, like I said, the second tier, silver and bronze. And then defense, you're gonna get off ball pass, clamps, ankle breakers, interceptor. So again, you see how this man has a lot of badges, 51 total. And again, how he can be a two-way threat. So what we're gonna do is just head over to the My Player Builder right now and try to make Jayson Tatum. All right, my nephews and nieces. So this first build right here is gonna have shades of Jayson Tatum at the top. Now, I know, a couple builds I've done, I think I did with Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic, I did not do the shades of at the top because I felt like it just did not exemplify a Jayson Tatum build. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you this one, but again, I strongly feel like this is not a Jayson Tatum build. It's gonna say shades of Jayson Tatum at the top because this is the only way you can get it. But as you're gonna see, it's not Jayson Tatum. It's not gonna play like it. And then of course, the second build, I will actually show you one that I feel like will play in the park, okay? So you do wanna go small forward because Jayson Tatum is small forward. He's right-handed, of course, he's number 0. The pie chart that we're gonna go with is the mostly shooting and a little bit of defense. Again, this is a really strong pie chart, but again, it's not gonna be one that I feel exemplifies Jayson Tatum. Now we're gonna go pure speed for this because he has so much shooting, you know, we need to have that speed. Then what we're gonna do is just go 80 on the close shot, max out the driving layup and that driving dunk, Then we're gonna go ahead and max out the mid-range shot and that three-point shot. Then we're gonna go 67 on the post fade, because remember, we only had a 68 post fade, so we're gonna go 67 on that. And then on our playmaking, we're gonna max all this out right here. And then we're gonna max our interior defense because he had a 77 interior. Of course, that perimeter is gonna be high. That lateral quickness is gonna be high. He didn't have a high steal, so we're just gonna go 52 on that steal. Then we're gonna go ahead and max out the block, the offensive and defensive rebounding, okay? So what you see is 1, 17, 10, and 17, okay? So again, some things that really doesn't shine here. Of course, he doesn't have the contact dunks, all right? The shooting is gonna be there. Again, the ball handle, he won't even be able to get a pro dribble animations. And well, let's talk about that once we get to the, here. So let's do this. Body type, we just want to go define, go up to 6'8" because he's 6'8", stay at 225 pounds. And then of course your wingspan, you want to drop it down to 80, okay? So let's just look at it now. Like I said, you see the defense. The only thing that when you get, okay, well, you get a +8 to your physicals. So you get a +4 from 95, 99 overall, and then you get the other +4 by getting gym rat badge, right? So you have the 85 speed, the 83 acceleration, and the 74 vert. Those actually kind of fall in line with Jayson Tatum. But again, when you see here, when you get a +4 to your finishing, only a 70 driving layup. You do get the 81 close shot, which is right where he's at, but then you only get the 71 driving dunk. So you get no contact dunks for this. You get a 90 mid-range shot and an 88 three ball. So yes, that's right in line with Jayson Tatum. But look at the ball handling. Jayson Tatum had an 88 ball handle. As you see right here, he only hits a 68. So you don't even get pro dribble animations, which you need a 75 to get. And to me, that what really hurts his build, for me to feel like, you know, Jayson Tatum is a really great ISO player that can create off the dribble for himself. But then on the defensive side, you look at the interior defense, that's going to be a 76, which is right in line with his. Only a 77 perimeter defense, but that's not really big of a deal. 78 lateral quickness, 75 block, 74 offensive rebound, and an 81 defensive. So again, the only thing that to me that really shies away from Jayson Tatum is just the playmaking, right? To be able to dribble and ISO by himself, and of course the contact dunks, okay? The shooting is pretty strong, and then the defense is kind of right in line, other than the perimeter defense is not high like he had. I think he had an 88, 89 perimeter defense, okay? What I would do here, is still go a sharp take. And then here you have my nephews and nieces. We have shades of Jayson Tatum at the top as a sharp shooter. Again, if you want something like this, I know some people love to have like the name at the top. If that's what you want to do, by all means, make this build. It'll be a good spot up, but it's not going to play like Jayson Tatum, but it's still a solid build, okay? But now what we're going to do is head to the second build, and this is the one I feel like definitely plays like Jayson Tatum. So let's head over there now. All right, my nephews and nieces, so now let's look at this version of Jayson Tatum. So this is the one I feel like is gonna play a little bit better and more like Jayson Tatum. Small forward still, right-handed number 0. But this time we're gonna go with the mostly finishing and a little bit of shooting, okay? And then again, we're still gonna go with that pure speed. Remember, he didn't have that high of a vert anyway, just 74 vert, so we wanna have that pure speed. Then we wanna max out close shot, driving layup, and driving dunk. Remember, he only had a 50 standing dunk, so we ain't stressing it. Then we wanna max out a mid-range shot and a three-point shot, and our post fade all the way out. Why? Because post fade is so important. He has gold fade ace, so I don't see why the 68 fade ace is what he currently, faded that he has. We're gonna go 87 with that, and we're gonna max out everything here, have as much playmaking as we possibly can with the 16. And then on defense, we're just gonna max out perimeter, lateral quickness. We are gonna give a massive boost to the steal because that's gonna help us out in the park, and our defensive rebound, of course. And then we're gonna have that remain on the offense. So now you're looking at 13, 14, 16, and 5. Again, this is a stronger badge stack, but at the same time, it's gonna play more and translate better in the park for a quote-unquote Jayson Tatum build, okay? Body type, we do wanna go built. We do wanna go ahead, stay at 6'7" this time, not go 6'8". We wanna go ahead and lower our weight all the way down to 187 to have as much as we possibly can as far as speed. And then with our wingspan, you know you always gotta max your wingspan out. It just makes sense to do that. So now what you see here with the +8 to your physicals, you have an 89 speed with an 88 acceleration and a 79 vert. Again, that's gonna translate better in the park. And then of course, when you look at your finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, rebound, there's a +4 there. So now you get that 88 driving dunk, which is gonna allow you to get all the contact dunk animations. The shooting part, we're okay taking a hit on the shooting because it's so easy to shoot anyway. So even with a 75 three ball and a 77 mid-range shot, you'll be able to shoot really strong. And of course you have an 89 fade, so that's gonna be solid. But now look at your playmaking, 79 pass accuracy, 76 ball handle. So now you get the pro dribble animations. So you're actually able to ISO and be able to dribble with this build as a primary, working from a triple threat, etc. And of course you still get a 77 post control. Defensively, yes, you take a hit on that, but it's still strong. A 78 perimeter defense, 76 lateral quickness. You still get a 78 steal, 74 offensive rebound, and 55 offensive. But again, we all know, like, when you want something to translate really well, you usually want to look at it from the offensive standpoint. So this build will be able to dribble, ISO, work from the triple threat, finish at the basket, very strong with contact dunks, and of course, be able to shoot at a really good high range. When shooting, since shooting is easier this year, especially if you attach sniper to any build, okay? And then now you have some choices here. Remember, if you want to go with the lock take, because you know he's a two-way, you can do that. But me, I'm gonna go with the slashing takeover. And then here you have it, my nephews and nieces. You have a slashing playmaker. And again, I feel like this one translates. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the two builds, about Jayson Tatum. Maybe you have other ideas or versions of a Jayson Tatum build. I'm very curious to see about that. But other than that, this is your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon with the banger, man. And you know, when I say I'll be back soon with the banger, you know exactly what day I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.